I just got fully approved for a $6,000 Amex Rakuten credit card without a hard credit pull. And you can run the same play so that your credit report is not affected and your credit score stays in perfect condition, completely untouched throughout the entire process. And coming up, I'm going to show you how I went from you're approved to being able to spend my full credit line in under 60 seconds, why this card works for almost anyone, no matter your zip code or your spending style, and the one big reason this card might not even exist 5 years from now. And by the way, I just added a link to this card inside of my free credit card pre-approval master list. I keep it updated monthly, and it has over 80 cards on it at this point that you can get pre-approved for without a hard credit pull. I'll leave a link to that below so you can check it out. Now, if you've ever heard of Rakuten before, it's a free cashback platform that pays you every single time you shop through their app or the site. And you can think of it like a rewards portal that actually sends you cash back. And this isn't Rakuten's first card, but unlike the older Visa version they shut down back in 2022, this new card runs on the Amex network and is powered by Imprint, which is a tech company, and First Electronic Bank. Now, what's interesting is that this card lets you stack rewards in a way most of us have never seen before. First, you get 4% back on all purchases made through the Rakuten website or the app or in-store offers up to $7,000 per year, and then 1% back on purchases after you hit that cap. Then you get 10% back at Rakuten dining partners. That's going to be 5% from the app and then another 5% from the card itself. Then you get 2% back at grocery stores and non-Rakuten restaurants, and that's going to be ongoing and uncapped, and then 1% back elsewhere. There's no annual fee, and if you link a membership rewards earning Amex account like the gold or platinum card, then every dollar in cash back equals 100 MR points. That means this is one of the only cards that lets you convert cash back into travel rewards automatically without needing to use the Rakuten portal. And what most people don't even realize is that Rakuten gives you two separate types of rewards. The Rakuten Amex card, and that's the base rewards, that's going to be tied to the actual card that you swipe. And then the Rakuten app or browser extension rewards, and that's going to be tied to the portal or in-store offers that you activate. And the best part is that they actually stack on top of each other. So let's walk through an example from CVS. So CVS is offering 5% back on an in-store offer and inside of the Rakuten app. What you do is you activate the offer before walking into the store. Then you pay using your Rakuten Amex card. And then boom, just like that, you earn 5% back from the in-store offer plus an additional 4% back from the card. That's assuming that you haven't hit that $7,000 per year cap yet. So that's a total of 9% back on a single transaction from a national retailer without using coupons. And this combo works anywhere Rakuten has a partner offer, not just CVS. Now, let's say that you use the Rakuten card aggressively and you pass the $7,000 portal spend cap. What do you do now? So what happens here is that your 4% back from the Rakuten card rewards is going to drop down to 1%, and that's going to be through the portal and in-store purchases. And you're still going to earn the full points from the portal itself, like 5 or 10%, whatever it is per store. And you still earn the 2% at restaurants and grocery stores and the 1% elsewhere. So hitting that cap just affects the card's 4% bonus, not the Rakuten shopping portal or in-store offers. That means you can still shop through Rakuten and stack extra portal rewards even after the cap resets next January. But I gotta say, I've seen dozens of forum users and Rakuten diehards on Reddit talk about this card. And while most people go crazy over the MR point stacking potential, here are some lesser known things that they've learned about it. For one, the in-store offers can glitch out. And if they don't track, Rakuten won't always credit you unless you've got proof like a receipt or screenshot. Also, you don't need an Amex to apply, but you do need one if you want to turn your Rakuten cashback into membership rewards points. And then Rakuten manages the support, not Amex. So even though it's on the Amex network, service issues go through the Imprint app, not Amex, and it won't appear in your Amex app or portal. And then cashback and payouts are slow and limited. What Rakuten does is tracks everything in a pending status for weeks, and you're only paid once every 3 months. And a lot of people don't know this, they don't talk about it, is that the returns can actually kill your cash back completely. If you return even one item in a multi-item order, you may lose cash back on the entire purchase, no partial credit. Now, once I understood the trade-offs, I decided to go for it. And honestly, the application process caught me off guard in a good way. I didn't hit a pending screen. I wasn't asked to submit any documents. I didn't get flagged or delayed or held up for verification. It was completely smooth. So here's exactly what happened and how you might be able to pull it off just like I did. So I started the application on a Sunday morning. No, maybe not the ideal time to go after a credit approval when support teams are off the clock. My Experian report was frozen, but I figured I'd try it anyway. I clicked through, filled out the basic info, and almost instantly, a $6,000 approval popped up on the screen. They let me review and accept the offer, but before I locked it in, I had to do one more thing. I had to freeze my other two bureaus. So I hopped into my Equifax account. I froze it in seconds. It was easy, honestly. And then I went to TransUnion, and that's when the chaos started. I couldn't log in, I couldn't reset my password, and I couldn't find a workaround. So what I did was I called in. Turns out TransUnion systems were down that morning, and the rep couldn't even help me fix the login issue, but she could freeze my report manually. So after about 5 minutes on the phone, she got it done. I waited about another 10 minutes and then went back into the application to hit accept. And just like that, instant full approval. So there was no hiccups, no verification issues, really no waiting around. And ironically, a few minutes after I accepted, I got a cheerful little text saying, "Hey, Cal, you're approved for the Amex card with Rakuten. Go to this website to accept your offer." Well, they were too late. I already did. Now, from there, I picked my card design. Obviously, I picked purple because that matches the Rakuten theme. They also had a silver option, but I just picked purple. And then they gave me the option to instantly add the card to my Google Wallet. So I downloaded the Imprint app and I was able to access my virtual card immediately, then add my wife as an authorized user like I always do, and then confirm both physical cards were already being shipped. And since I knew I'd want to squeeze every bit of value out of this card, I also downloaded the Rakuten app, installed the Rakuten Chrome extension. And I gotta say, it's rare to get through an entire credit card approval without hitting a wall somewhere, but this one, it was effortless. So here's exactly what you can do to get approved without the hard credit pull. It's really what I call a three-step play. So first, apply through Rakuten's card page. You'll get an instant offer if approved. Then two, before accepting the offer, freeze your TransUnion report. Even if the site gives you trouble, you can call in directly and have them freeze it manually. And then three, you want to go back in and accept the offer after TransUnion is frozen. And I did this and I was instantly approved for that $6,000 limit with no human review and no document requests. But you know what? Before we get into the one big reason why this card might not be around for more than, let's say, a few years, you got to hit the subscribe button down there and let me know if you want to see more approval data points like this one. It's really the best way to let me know I'm doing something right. So thank you for that. Now, just a quick word of caution. This is actually Rakuten's second attempt at launching a credit card. The first one was backed by Synchrony. Yeah, it's terrible. And it was run on the Visa network, and it was quietly shut down in 2022 after just a few years. And now they're back again with a brand new setup, but this time different bank, which is First Electronic Bank, a new tech partner and credit card manager with Imprint, and a new network with Amex. That alone should tell you that this card isn't necessarily built for long-term stability. So while the rewards look great now, 4% back, MR point stacking, a solid store offers, don't expect this to be a forever card. If Rakuten or Imprint decides it's no longer profitable or the partnership dissolves for some reason, the entire card could be pulled off the market just like the last one did. So let's talk about who this card is really for. I would say if you're someone who wants a quick win, a legit unsecured credit card and a solid starting limit without a hard pull, this play is made for you. You don't need to be a Rakuten Power user. You don't need to be a master points hacker or spending thousands a month. And you don't need to live in a specific state to apply, since this card is not geo-restricted. And if you're simply looking to add another card to your lineup or boost your available credit or pad your credit score and, do it all without a hard inquiry, then this is a low effort, high upside move. You could really walk away with a new trade line, better utilization, and no credit damage. Plus, anyone can squeeze value from this card because Rakuten works with thousands of online stores. You can easily make this your dedicated online shopping cart and then rack up extra rewards without changing your habits. Even if you've never used Rakuten before, this one can slide right into your wallet and start pulling weight immediately. Now, if you're not chasing, a credit limit boost or a quick approval, and you're just wondering whether this card is actually worth using long term, here's what to know. If you don't regularly shop through Rakuten, you're leaving most of the card's value on the table. The 4% category only kicks in for Rakuten Portal and in-store partner purchases. Also, if you don't have a membership rewards earning Amex card, you'll be stuck with cash back. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you'll lose the ability to stack MR points, which is where the real value lives for many people. Also, if you like instant gratification, like I do really, this might feel slow. Rakuten rewards don't post immediately like the Apple Card or SoFi card, and you'll be waiting months for a payout. But listen, if you're in the Rakuten or Amex ecosystem, this card could be a game changer for you. But if you're not, it still might be worth it for a no hard pull approval and a credit limit boost. You really just have to think about how often you're going to use it and whether it fits your spending style. But listen, maybe you want a card from a legit bank that's been around for a long time with even higher possible limits. Well, you're in luck because I just found a person who got approved for a $35,000 Citizens Bank credit card without a hard credit pull. So definitely check out that video next right here to see how 3 people racked up nearly $50,000 in soft pull approvals and why Citizens may let you apply from anywhere, but they're only handing out real approvals in 14 specific states. Thank you for watching.